Anticipation is in the air as we join you for the start of another year of the NFL on EA Sports.
Phil, you've often told me there is nothing like the speed, the energy, the healthy conditions of all the players when a season first gets started.
It's going to be fast and furious when this game takes off, Jim, so be careful. Don't make the early mistake.
The dawning of a new NFL season is upon us. Takes off from the 5. It's out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Seahawks in the pistol. The Seahawks have it at the 24. It's wide open. And tackled down at the 49-yard line. Bill, you always talk about establishing the run early, and they do it with that one big play.
Oh, they sure did. This offensive line and that play, they put a whipping on the defensive linemen and linebackers that time, and a good job by the running back taking advantage of it.
Wilson's lined up. 2 tight ends set. First down at the 49. Throws the pass. Had it, but dropped it. Here's the group that perhaps has the game's biggest assignment, the offensive line. Second down now. A little jumpy there by that defensive front. Coming to the line at the 44. The Seahawks come out and a bunch set. Second down and 5. They'll run it here. And that's David in on the stop. Here's a look at the defensive starters and a good look at the secondary. A group that could be the difference in this game today. Line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line. The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. Third down and 4. Over to Graham. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Into the hands of Jimmy Graham. So they complete one, and still it's second down. Wilson from the shotgun. Intercepted. Charging ahead.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Michael lined up in the backfield. They'll go ground. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
This is a collection of wide receivers that could dictate this game today. They must find a way to create separation for their quarterback.
The Seahawks defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Gets about 4 yards that time.
The defense will take the penalty.
Right, as good an athlete as there is, the middle linebacker position, and we just saw it on that run play that time. The inside run goes nowhere because he diagnosed it, shot the gap, and made the play.
After that penalty, it's now 2nd and 14.
Safarian Jenkins split out wide on the left. And it's swatted away.
This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback's space.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks lined up in the nickel. Winston's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Safarian Jenkins got it on a pass that had some heat. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. He has the grab.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches. Go to the short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7.
2 tight ends on the field here. Gets the handle here.
They advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
You're running back in this league and you pick up 1st downs and you don't fumble the football. I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Ball from the 46.
Now 1st and 10.
They call his number once more.
It's A2THAMO who makes the tackle.
Michael's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense.
2nd down and 7.
Winston's on the move. Evans had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
The Buccaneers will set up. The 36 is the 1st down line. Winston's going to take it from the gun. And there's a drop.
The Buccaneers will punt the football away.
And no return this time as the punt's covered up.
The Seahawks back onto the field.
course, the last drive they had it looked like they were going to put up some points, only to watch the football get picked off in opponent's territory.
Smart defensive coach they're going against in this game today. He knows how to put his players in positions to make plays, and he did that last drive, and they came up with the INT.
Was that on the quarterback, or was that just a great play by the defender?
I'm giving most of the credit to the defender. It's just a good play.
In a real tough spot here on second down.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And they tackle him for a safety.
When you're a quarterback, it's all about thinking on the field. And when you're not thinking, you're going to make mistakes. That when you drop in the end zone, you've got to get rid of the football quickly. He did not. He is sacked for the safety.
Gets away. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Buccaneers will take the snap from the 30. Take it down at the 33.
Michael's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Handoff. Looking for some daylight up the middle. Now third and short following the run.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Toss to the outside. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Michael's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short. He just gets it done with sheer willpower.
We're now about to begin quarter number 2. And how much pressure do you think these offenses are feeling right now to open this game up, partner?
Jim, I'm going to go back to when I played. The longer you go in a game without having success, I think it makes you tighter and you lose confidence on the offensive side. So they need something here to get them off to a quick start and get them feeling good.
The second quarter is underway with this snap.
They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
The Seahawks defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line and they tackle the runner for a loss.
Michael, the lone setback this time. Just out of the first quarter, and we'll see now if the offense can capitalize on this opportunity to get back into the game.
I would expect them to right here. They understand after a couple times out there what the defense is doing. Now take advantage of that, especially in this situation right after a turnover.
Wilson's going to be in the pistol here. The Seahawks take it from the 33. Graham with the grab.
The Seahawks have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, picks up solid yards. Second and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
After that grab, it's now second down and 2. They bring in the extra tight end.
Jimmy Graham was the intended target on that play. The Seahawks need to be able to pass the football to stay in this game, and they've had no success so far. Wilson, such a crucial part of this offense, and he's so competitive. What are you looking for the rest of the way here, Phil?
Well, I tell you what I think, Jim. I think he needs a little more protection. Give him some more time so he can find those guys and get the rhythm of passing the football down the field back. So if the offensive line picks up what they're doing, that is really going to improve the play of the quarterback.
This is third down. Wilson's back in shotgun formation. And they sack the quarterback. And that's a quick series, a 3 and out.
A timeout charge to the offense. The Seahawks call on the punting team. A gain of about 5.
The Buccaneers bring their offense back onto the field here, trying to avoid a repeat of the mistake on their last drive, which was, of course, an interception.
Yeah, you're looking for a way to get that momentum back. And how do you do that? With a good play call on first down. Catch the defense off guard, get some momentum on the offense, give your players confidence so they can let it go.
First down at the 29. Bruce Irvin has the sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
The Buccaneers come to the line with an empty backfield. And he hauls it in. That's his first reception today.
Perfect defense call that time. They had double coverage on the wide receiver. They allowed the catch. The coach on the sidelines going, well, what else do you want me to do? We had the guy double covered, and you still couldn't make the play.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Trying to power his way right up the middle. Second down coming up. The Seahawks defense now is going to go nickel. Set up screen.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
The 37 is the line of scrimmage.
Winston set in the pistol. First down at the 37. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Charging ahead. The Buccaneers get a first down.
Only 20 yards to the end zone.
First and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a gain of 6.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or 2, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
Two-minute warning.
Breaking huddle at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 4. Right back to him one more time. Picks up about 5.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
So 1st and goal to go. Another handoff. And he's brought to the ground. The Seahawks, 1 timeout remaining. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 9. And it's batted down.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
This has been a long drive so far. 3rd and goal from the 9. Slashes, power surge, touchdown.
Well, the defense knew that they were probably going to see a run here in 3rd and goal. And what do? It doesn't matter. They still get blown off the line of scrimmage by the offensive line. Nice job.
And the extra point is good. The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff. And a touchback. The Seahawks offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
Got a flag down here. That's a gain of 7. The defense accepts the penalty.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And they're all over him for the sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
2nd down and in a very precarious spot. Wilson from the shotgun. Pass is intercepted. How big was that interception right before the half, Phil?
Big time. That's all I can say. That's what it was. For the situation, for your football team, and by that player, what a play he made.
The Seahawks defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Michael's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 4. Picks up maybe 3.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course, it'll be a touchdown.
3rd and goal from the 1.
Good job that time by the defense. They stop them short on 3rd and goal. What will the offense do? I'm sure the defense is hoping they go for it.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa.
That's his 50th career touchdown run.
This is why a head coach gets paid so much money. You get in situations like this, they have to make the call on 4th and goal. He goes for it, and they get it.
The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Seahawks just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
It's 2nd down and 3.
Wilson's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Gains 18. That'll do it for the first half. We'll be sending you to Larry Ridley back in our studios as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. The second half kickoff is a comeback in the cards tonight. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Buccaneers offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
And this will just go for an incompletion. The Buccaneers have really not looked great passing the football, but you wouldn't be able to tell it looking at the scoreboard. Winston's had far from his best game, but the rest of the team has really picked it up for him.
They have. It is called a team game. Let's don't forget it. And it just shows you how good they are. When the quarterback struggles, they're still able to be in a situation like this.
2nd down and 10.
Evans got it. First down.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Playing press coverage to the outside. 1st and 10. And they deck the quarterback.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Buccaneers take it from the 28. Looking at every option. And it's knocked down.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Third down now. Winston's got it in the gun. Ball was out. The offense was able to recover the ball.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
Well, the best thing we can say about that punt return, well, he didn't fumble the football.
The Seahawks offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
The Buccaneers lined up in the nickel.
First down at the 46.
Wide to the left. And that's David in on the stop. Second and 10. Looking across the middle.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. He's got the catch.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Wilson with the give.
The Seahawks turn the ball over on downs.
The Seahawks go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Buccaneers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
It's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down.
The Buccaneers line up in the pistol offense.
Jumps into the air and pulls it down.
Safarian Jenkins taken down at the 33.
Jim, if the receiver's open, throw him the football, because here's just a good example. When a guy catches the football short, if he can just break that tackle, they can pick up those extra yards. Good job by the quarterback and receiver that time.
To the ground. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
Got to give the defense some credit. On 1st down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Coming to the line at the 37.
The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense. Winston standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And it's swatted away.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys that they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
It's 3rd down coming up.
The Buccaneers will line up. The 1st down markers right at the 23-yard line.
Michael out of the backfield with the reception.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the 1st down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
And good coverage here as they'll cover this one up as their defense heads onto the field. The offense pinned back in an awful position. They'll run it off the toss. And Jones in on the tackle.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
That leads us to 2nd down. Flip to the outside. Got a big lane. And he's out of bounds. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
The Buccaneers guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd and 11. The catch is made. Gains 5.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
3rd down.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Wilson from the shotgun. The defense gets a sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
He's got a chance to return this one. That's a gain of 8. The Buccaneers stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
Winston's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Makes the catch. Right in on the tackle.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. They'll go ground. Sherman's in on the tackle.
Michael is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the 1st down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the 1st down.
We're back, and this game has not been close. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Almost intercepted that time. Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. The Buccaneers line up, split backfield. Here's the handoff. Trying to find an opening to the right. Running room. He's tackled right at the 24.
Michael is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
They come to the line at the 24. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Staying with the running game on 1st down. Second down coming up. Toss play. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Well, I know this. When it comes to these situations, don't take a chance, because if you do, I promise you, it's going to back up.
On the way, 3rd down. Winston's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. Pumps. The ball is fumbled. The defense has the football. Right in on the tackle.
The number one thing they're concentrating on at this point is taking care of the football, Phil Simms. What an untimely point to give the football away, even with a lead.
You know, Jim, sometimes when I play golf, my number one thought is I don't want to make a bogey. But sooner or later, somewhere in that round, you know it's going to happen. So in football, it's a game of adversity. They fumbled, big deal.
Paul Richardson makes the grab.
The defense has a lead here in the fourth quarter, Jim, so they're willing to give up those short completions. Now it's up to the defense. Come up, make the tackle. Good job that time.
2nd down and 6.
Mike Daniels with the sack.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
Loss of 5 on the play.
Third down on the way.
The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Finds his mark.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
The Seahawks will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. The Seahawks come out. Jumbo package on the field.
I thought that was a pretty risky play that time by the offense. Even though it's the second half and you're down, you don't always have to go for it on 4th down. Fortunately for them, they got it that time.
First down at the 22. Alexander's the one who made the big stop. The Buccaneers lined up in the nickel.
2nd down and 11. Wants to go deep.
And it falls incomplete. The Seahawks continue to try to look for answers in the passing game. Wilson's just been awful to this point.
Wow, he has been shaky. There's no doubt about it. Pass protection is there. The receivers look pretty sharp running down the field, but he's not accurate. And when you're not accurate, you lose confidence. They just got to find a way to get him back. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
It's complete to Paul Richardson. That's reception number 2 for him.
The Seahawks on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for 3rd and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
Screen has his man. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Wilson's going to take it from the gun. Going to be a penalty here.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up.
Well, if I was a quarterback, I would throw it to this guy every single time. When you make a catch like that, as a quarterback, you must have great confidence in him.
First down at the 47.
They're setting up screen.
Gaines is there to make the stop.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
Wilson's now completed 4 in a row. Last play before the 2-minute warning.
First down and 10.
The quarterback taken down by Mike Daniels.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment.
Offense heading to the line for the 11th play of the drive. Wilson's lined up, empty backfield. The Seahawks have it at the 39.
No time to even look up. He's sacked again.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, You got power, and it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella, busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
Play after play after play here on this drive.
The Buccaneers with a nickel look here on defense. Wilson's back in shotgun formation.
Could have been intercepted.
The Seahawks don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The Seahawks come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
Defense now signaling for a timeout. They bring back out the offense to go for it.
The Seahawks get set at the line, needing to get to the 22 for a first. Wilson from the shotgun. The Seahawks turn the ball over on downs. That's another reception, giving him 2.
The Buccaneers offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. And you're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
First down at the 26.
And it's A2THAMO who brought him down that time.
Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put 2 hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
2nd down and 7.
Nothing up the middle here. Wagner on the stop.
The Seahawks signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Now looking at 3rd down.
The Buccaneers will set up. The 36 is the first down line. Safarian Jenkins there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, Jim, whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big, not enough time for the other team to come back. Great job by the offense.
The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff.
No return here, and Wilson will come back out at the 20.
The Seahawks offense comes onto the field, and even if they put together a scoring drive, there's not going to be any difference here in the outcome. Now just playing for a little bit of pride and perhaps to try to get things going for next week.
Well, pride's gone out the window. You've lost that already because it's been a dismal performance by your whole football team today. And I say this on the offensive side, don't press the issue, just get this game over with.
That's dropped by Graham, who couldn't bring it in.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving them hand signals.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. Mike Daniels with the sack.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Scans the field. Almost intercepted.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
The Buccaneers offense is on the field for a victory bow. One kneel down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game.
Nothing like winning that opening game of the season, Phil.
It really is, Jim, winning week 1 in the NFL. All the hard work, you put it out in the field, you're not sure what your team is going to do, and then you go out there and you win. man, you get to sit back and really enjoy it.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.